Hi, I'm Adelia, an international relations student at the University of Indonesia. Right now, I'm an exchange student at one of the most prestigious and oldest university in Europe, that is the Sapienza University of Rome. And behind me is the Altare della Patria, a monument, a beautiful monument that was built in honor for the Vittoria Emanuela II, a hero that unified the country of Italy. And right in front of it, I will be telling you the story of my journey as an IISMA awardee in Rome. As I've mentioned before, I am currently studying at Sapienza University of Rome. I am taking global humanities and classic studies there. Actually, since I'm an exchange student, I'm not assigned to a particular major here, but I'm free to take any kind of course that I find interesting. So far, this semester, I've taken 3 courses, that is Gender and Society, Emerging Africa and the Sustainable Development Goals, and lastly, Latin language. Fun fact, actually, the classic studies of Sapienza University of Rome is ranked first in the world. It bested even another most prestigious university in the world, such as Oxford. So ecstatic would be an understatement to express how I feel when I got the opportunities to learn in such a great place to learn classic studies. Honestly, I wouldn't even have such a great opportunities if it wasn't for the Indonesian International Student Mobility Awards, or IISMA, from the Ministry of Education and Culture of Republic of Indonesia, which is kind of funny because I was not really sure whether should I apply for this program or not, because by the time the registration period is open, there are just so many things that occupied me by then. And having the opportunity to have one semester abroad in the middle of the uncertainty of a global pandemic was just too good to be true. But then I always think that taking risk and going out of my comfort zone is exactly what I need. But I wouldn't say that it's always all gold and glory, because of course I have so many bad things that I didn't really outspokenly express or say to other people. For instance, there were so many overthinking that I could not avoid, especially considering about how my studies are going to be, or even the possibility of staying far away from my parents for the first time, and the most simple things such as the cultural differences, because it's not even a different region anymore, it's a different country and a totally different continent. But all of those worries are proven to be nonsense that my mind made up, because luckily I met so many amazing people throughout my journey in IISMA program. For the closest one, for instance, are my fellows IISMA awardees to the Sapienza University of Rome, where I went through a 10 days period of quarantine when I first time arrived here, and then they were just splendid. They are the best people that I could ask for to be friends that could spend time here in a boring country with no one to rely on. And so cultural shock is also not a really thing for me, because funny thing is that I feel that Italy and Indonesia is kind of similar in a way that their people interact, their society works. I feel like it's not far away from home, which leads me to falling in love with the country and the city and the experience itself. If I were given a chance to go back in time and experience again those past 5 months, I wouldn't even think for a second, and obviously I would say yes to that chance, because not only I would give everything to real life, to experience again those past 5 months, but I also think that I have several regrets that I wish I could amend if I were given the chance to. For instance, I really wish I met so much more people and try to learn much more things in this country. And also academically, I think I also have regrets in the sense of I really wish I could have taken courses that I was unable to because of various reasons, such as the clashing schedules or the unopened opportunities. But then
There's nothing in this world I wouldn't give to turn back time and experience again my life in Rome for the past 5 months.
And right now, even after I finished all of my exams and one day away from my departure back to Indonesia, I couldn't really describe or pinpoint what I'm feeling. I think it's a mixture of a little bit of everything, but I think grateful would be one of the most prominent feelings or expression that I could use to describe the journey that I've had in this past 5 months. Because of IISMA, I was able to learn and live and love and laugh and, well, basically everything that I've gone through. And lastly, I think I would say that I am officially IISMA biased because I'm really grateful that IISMA has given me the chance, the one lifetime chance to live, to have a life and give me a new fresh start in the midst of all of this uncertainty and well, oh yeah, and then be bold to go abroad.